This week, the couch is divided by the Carabao Cup, but only one team could come out on top. Tattoos, you will never guess who has a Batman tattoo. And FIFA have had some tough decisions to make this week, only on the Born Offside podcast.
Harry Kane and Son Heung-min have now combined for 37 goals in the Premier League. They break Drogba's record with Frank Lampard.
Oh,
wow.
So my question for you,
Okay.
Kane and Son, are they greater than Drogba and Lampard?
No.
Why not?
Next one.
You're not having it. Why is that?
No.
Why?
Iconic.
Yeah.
Drogba and Lamp's iconic.
But statistically, if
I don't care about stats. I'm not a stat guy. That's it.
Okay.
I agree with you. It's a different period of time.
Yeah.
Okay.
To do what they did when they did it, as in Lampard and Drogba,
Yeah.
big deal.
Okay.
Not to say Kane and Son aren't a big deal, but they haven't had that impact on the sport the same way
Yeah, you're
that
missing a key
Drogba and
word.
Lampard
You're missing a
did.
key word.
What?
What's the key word? What are they missing? What are they missing? You can combine for 150,000 goals. Trophies. You got no trophies. Okay?
Fair.
Don't even try and compare to Drogba and Lampard's trophy cabinet. Question for you, Kat. You lived in Barca. A bit of
I
a
did.
closet Barcelona fan. They scored 4 goals in each of their last 3 games.
Yeah.
Are they the best front line in Europe?
I think they're amazing, but I also don't want to look past what Dembele has done recently. I know it was very controversial because he wanted to leave the team and everything, and he's being booed in stadiums, but he he scored 2 beautiful goals
Yeah.
for Barcelona.
Is Aubameyang the
All
real
that
deal?
incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Traore a little bit absent in that game. No
Adama Traore.
assists, no goals.
Well, I mean, Adama Traore and Aubameyang killing it now in La Liga. Does that say something about La Liga, or were they always this good?
The levels will drop off.
La Liga shitter than the Prem. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Yes. So how would you go in La Liga?
I'll be fine.
Yeah. I was thinking the other day, who's one player that like everyone rates, but you just think they're a little bit overrated?
Can I say Harry Kane?
He's overrated.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why?
I don't get the hype for Harry Kane.
There's an Englishman here and he's feeling it.
We're not going to do that. That's not what we're going to do.
No?
Harry Kane.
I don't get the hype for Harry Kane. Where's he been this season? He's played like 3
he's
good
come
games
back.
this season.
You've seen about as assists he's got.
He's
come
played
back.
like 3 good games.
And
all
he is
on.
I think he's the
And he's
leading
never
goal
won a
scorer for
trophy. He's
England
never
as
won
well.
a trophy.
Yeah, that's why it was the lead.
Could he clean Benzema or Lewandowski's boots?
Wait, what do you mean?
Would Harry Kane even be in the same
Wait,
conversation
No.
as Benzema or Lewandowski?
When he was in his prime, when he was bagging, yes.
Yeah.
He was in that
Or
conversation.
Luis Suarez?
He was in that conversation.
I don't think.
Are
Or
you not serious?
Ibrahimovic.
No, not for me.
He was in that conversation of one of the world's greatest strikers.
He's just got English
For
talent.
me, no. What do you think of Weghorst?
But Weghorst.
Yeah, what do you think about him?
Not gonna lie, I don't know who that is.
Do you watch football or what?
I watch Chelsea.
He watches the top 6.
He plays for
watches,
Burnley.
He watches Married at First Sight.
Come on, you're not about to ask me about Burnley players,
He-
bro.
he
I
wa-
don't know about Burnley players.
He watches Married at First Sight. I will
What
back
an
you up.
elitist.
Yeah, I will back you up here. Wout
I don't know many
Weghorst.
people that do watch Burnley players.
He was striker for Holland at the Euros. Look, Wout Weghorst is a good player. He was very
Yeah.
good for Wolfsburg. He dropped off a little bit last season. I rate him. I
Yeah.
think he's a level up from Chris Wood. I don't want to disrespect the Kiwis,
Yeah.
but I think Weghorst is a level
Yeah.
up. And Liverpool did beat Chelsea in the Carabao Cup final. It was a weird penalty shootout. Finished
Yeah, it's so
11-10. The questions come in. Nelson, the G-Man, says, how do Claudes and Olan feel about the Kepa penalty? Should he have been brought on? Was that a mistake?
I saw some clips about it already, and statistically speaking, yes, he should have been brought on.
Okay.
Because every single time previously, any Chelsea fans will know, he is very good at penalties.
Yes.
But having said that, Mendy was having an extraordinary game.
Yeah.
So it's like, do you take off Mendy there and rely on Kepa being good at penalties?
Yeah.
Even though he was like on that, he was on form, he was in the groove. I felt like Mendy probably would have saved him.
You think so, right?
He
Yeah.
was in the groove. So it was a tricky one, but I understand the thought process behind it because you got statistics. He's actually pretty good for
So
us.
you're not going to sit here and blame Tom Tuchel for
No, I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not.
Well, had it gone well, everyone would have said Tuchel's a
He's a
genius.
genius.
Master
It's
stroke,
just the
yeah.
way that it goes.
You know what I'm going to say here? I know you're a Liverpool fan,
Yeah.
right? I know you're a big Virgil van Dijk fan. Since the knee injury, right?
Mm.
Verge isn't the same Verge, man. He sometimes looks like he's on a treadmill. He got beat for pace there, and he
Yeah.
got lucky that the offside came to his assistance. And we've seen it a couple of
Yeah,
times.
and I don't think he's been as good as he was before the ACL since he's come back. He's still been extremely good,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
has he been the guy that we know that basically was? You could not get past him.
Yeah.
No.
I don't think he's that guy anymore. Will he get back to that? Probably.
Yeah.
But I think he's still probably easing into it. He might even still have the kind of fear of the ACL in the back of the head. We don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, he just at the moment he doesn't look how he was.
I mean,
before.
we're talking about a guy who did incredible things
Yes.
before his injury.
Yeah.
But I do agree his pace isn't the same. And he definitely doesn't drop back as quickly as he used to. I still love him. I'm comforted when he's on the pitch. But yeah, I think you have a point.
Flop annoys me a little bit.
No, he
He,
doesn't. He's
he
great.
plays the good guy.
Yeah,
loves
he
playing.
does.
No, he
That's
just
so
is a good
funny.
guy.
That laugh. The laugh.
Come on.
The
Klopp
laugh.
just is a good
It
guy.
is
Yeah,
true,
he
but
plays it. Talk about Leeds United because they've now parted ways with Marcelo Bielsa, one of the most animated characters. I heard a story about Bielsa. They call him El Loco. Right? That's crazy. I heard a story about him that he carried a grenade to when he was managing in Argentina. I heard a story about him that apparently he wasn't playing very well, and the fans came to his house to criticize him, and he walked outside with a grenade. So if you don't get off my lawn, I'm going to blow you up.
Wow.
Yeah, Marcelo Bielsa,
I've
crazy.
heard some stories about him that he lives like a minimalist. Is that what it's
Yes,
called?
yeah.
Like he doesn't need anything. Like
Just
doesn't-
grenades.
Just grenades and like a small cottage house.
Yeah,
And that's
yeah.
it. And he like walks to training and stuff like that. Like doesn't use a car and all that stuff.
yeah.
That's crazy, man.
I hope Australia make the World Cup. I really hope we do. But if we don't, and we have 4 years to plan for another one,
got
Marcelo
time.
Bielsa.
Bring him in.
Make it happen. Start a GoFundMe,
Yeah, let's do it.
right? I'll go sell chocolates. I'll go door to door. I will sell chocolates for a year if it means getting Marcelo Bielsa to manage our
Claude's
team.
just going to go
Cat
fundraise.
sells the toes. We're good to go.
Yeah,
I know I'm selling
Kat
my
will
toes.
sell feet photos. I will sell chocolates.
What do I do?
Olan, what will you do?
I don't know.
Hey?
I just talk.
Olan will release a rap album, right? Just to fund Marcelo Bielsa. These footballers, should they be denied their opportunity to play at a World Cup, even if it is under a different banner, under a different flag, under a different... Should they be denied their opportunity to play at the biggest centerpiece of world football because of the actions of someone else, just because they're born in that country?
It's such a tough question to answer.
Yeah.
It's because I completely understand what you mean.
Yeah.
In that they're not playing against Putin. They're playing against Russian people who don't necessarily represent those same ideas.
Yeah.
I think it goes back to the fact that it's World Cup and people representing nations.
Yeah.
And as much as we want to say it's just football, there is always a political connotation.
Of course.
And so I think for me, it does go back to them representing Russia and people having an issue with what Russia is doing to another country right now. And that's the issue.
Where would you have Batman holding a Champions League ball? Unless the Champions League ball was your testicles. Can you imagine?
That would be offside.
And he was holding a sack with two Champions League
That
balls
would
in
be
it.
offside, especially for the tattoo artists as well.
But now that he scored in the Club World Cup final as well, he should have put like Batman with a sack of two balls.
Yeah.
One is the Champions League
One
ball.
is the other one.
Club
Yeah,
World
exactly.
Cup.
That's kind of what's offside. But nah, that's offside. Where he's got it. at the
I'm
moment.
glad we got down to that. Yeah.
One of the worst footballer tattoos that we've seen, right? Leroy Sané has his own face on his back celebrating a goal.
How big
What
is his
the
face
fuck?
on his back?
That's so offside.
Is that offside?
That's
Yeah,
very
that's
vain.
offside.
Tattoo of yourself, offside.
Yeah, no thanks.
Yeah,
Yeah?
very vain. I mean, I feel like tattoos are supposed to represent a memory of like something important that's happened. But I
Like
don't-
Batman.
It's
But not
also
like-
on his back, so it's
Yeah.
for other people to see his face,
That's
and then he turns around and it's his face again.
Yeah.
It's extremely vain. Yeah, no.
This one's been horny. I didn't expect this from him. But Leo Messi has his wife's lips tattooed near his groin region.
Fair enough. Fair enough. You know, when you're away from the missus and you just
Yeah.
want to remember what she looked got on there. No need for the hub and stuff, you know? Hey, you know what I'm saying? I understand it. That's
we
why
are
it's-
looking for sponsors. If the hub wants to sponsor, we can.
The hub and
You know?
stuff.
Yeah.
No one. Yeah. Anyway.